Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're in the countryside, almost. We're in the local bit of countryside to Bristol, just south of where we live, and I'm here with Fiann. Say hi!
Hi!
And today we're doing 90 minutes easy running. It's a gorgeous day for it as well, see, sunshine. And it's a kind of hilly, muddy, slow route, but should be absolutely beautiful, especially on a day like today. It feels like it's almost spring, so I'm very excited to get out and just give it a go. Fiann is going bold today and is wearing only shorts and a t-shirt. I am not going bold today, and I'm wearing a base layer, a jumper and full-on leggings because it's kind of windy, as you might be able to hear, but this is our route. It starts off nice and flat and then heads into the hills. It's mucky, but on the plus side I haven't cleaned my shoes since last time I went in muck, so it doesn't really matter. Mucky, but sort of another level of mucky today. We've had a couple of days of sunshine, but before that a few weeks of rain and storms, so it's gonna need a bit more drying out until it's actually dry. A small river. Yep, yep. Trail running is that you don't have to worry about times and paces, and I know I've gone on about this a lot, but this is a prime example. Okay, so this floor is hardly solid. It's like a slippery, gooey mud that I'm actually struggling to stay upright on, and then every sort of 50 meters or so we have another gate, and if you look at this time on Strava afterwards, it's probably going to look very leisurely, probably a lot more leisurely than it will actually feel. And that might sound like a bad thing, but actually the great thing about it is you can't compare two trail runs of different courses. Like, the same distance on two different courses will be completely different times, and so you don't get that sort of whole super competitive aspect, whether that's competition with yourself or competition with others. It's just about going out and spending time on feet, and that puts a lot less pressure on you. And if you're competitive like I am, that's sometimes what you need. So yeah, I'm really happy to just be out here plodding along and finding a new route. We just had a little bit of an obstacle course aftermath after some storms, but yeah, we're in the countryside. We're in a field at least, and there's no one else in it, so it must be the countryside. And there's a gate, so we are on the right path, but we did end up on a main road, so I was sort of questioning my trail finding ability, which is not the first time I've done that. Done 2 miles, the last one was in nearly 12 minutes, so definitely not the fastest run in the world, but my mapping has been questionable at best. Also, I think, so Strava came up with this route on its like route suggestions thing, and I feel like it might have been a summer route and not a winter route, because the bit that we just went on is like a rivery, I mean it's just a river actually, it's not rivery anything, it's just a river, which makes it damp. Are we going to get attacked by the alpacas? I think we go down to the gate maybe? Okay, just gonna run away from the alpacas. Please don't chase us. Thank you.
They look friendly.
You look great. Look how nice it is. Are you happy?
I am.
Yay! Sunshine! Spring is on its way. Yip yip! Creeping through the tunnel. Of course there's a tunnel on our run, and then a little jump. Oh, wow, that's actually quite spiky. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Trail! This way! This doesn't look like the UK. It is muddy enough to be the UK. So again, this is all fallen trees from the latest storms, which are, bloody hell, Fiann just jumped over them. Okay, this is the path, by the way, the main route. Woo! No pun intended. Oh. Okay, more obstacles. Oh, we just saw 3 deer running, very pretty, and I need to check the map again. We followed the route and it took us into someone's garden, so now we're going back to go to a different route, so we're not trespassing in someone's house, which I'm imagining loads of people on Strava have done before, because it says that's the way to go. But Fiann didn't fancy trespassing, so here we are doing the longer route. Just saying how nice it is that this is literally like 6 kilometers from our house, and yeah, so that's practically on your doorstep, at least in London terms, where I'm originally from, where you kind of have to, I mean there's countryside all around, but you have to go an hour or so on the train to get there, unless you can Richmond Park. And yeah, this is one of the great things about Bristol, is that this is right on the doorstep. It is so beautiful, despite all the mud. I spy a viaduct. Kind of ruined by the road, but you know, still pretty. Look how beautiful. This is Pensford, and that's the viaduct, and we're going in that direction. There's only one way to go, and so you can actually run. It's one thing I struggle with routes I make myself, is that you don't know if they're like year-round routes, so you might get stuck in a river, or you might get stuck in a field of crops that you can't go through, or where cattle are, or bulls or whatever. So when you do a race and stuff, obviously everything's marked out, well thought out. You don't have to think about all those things. So I get a bit frustrated sometimes doing routes like this where I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. Too many direction markers, and I go wrong every time. Someone set up a little drinks tent on the main public footpath, and they say cyclists welcome, which is such a great idea. It's like having a little aid station. Having said that, I did pre-plan all my runs and stuff. Top up with a drink and all, but I did actually bring my own food and drink today, so don't really have much of an excuse or any money. Hi cows. Hello. Hi. Sorry. Oh, hello. It's just a dog in a field, grazing on grass. Do you have any owners? Hello. Nope. No owners to be found. Interesting. Apparently they graze dogs around here as well as cattle and sheep and pigs. So we're hiking up a hill now. We're saying how when we were down in Dorset over lockdown, if you've not watched my vlogs from back then, go back, check them out, because this is quite a beautiful route, but that was another level of stunning. We were so much better hill trained back then. Like, we would have been able to just slog up this hill, I reckon. You think we'd be able to just plod up here?
Yep.
Back down in lockdown, we
wouldn't even feel like a hill.
No, whereas here it's like, ugh. So we're marching up, and for any timekeepers out there, this run is going to be longer than 90 minutes, but that's because a good proportion of it has been walking and getting lost and getting stuck in the mud and just like gate after gate after gate. So, big hill now, and then we get to the top of this route, this whole route, and then it's a long downhill at the end. But we've still got about 5k to go. More obstacles. Around we go. Ooh. Isn't it pretty? So very British. What? Onwards. So as we hike up another hill with lots of lovely sheepies, I was just discussing with Fiann the mass trespass of 1932, which is the reason, I didn't realise this until recently, but the reason that we've got so many well marked out, well maintained footpaths here in the UK. I mean, I say this as someone who gets them wrong all the time, but generally you can cut across privately owned land on the public footpaths, and a lot of other countries don't have that ability, and that was due to some ramblers and the Youth Communist Party of the UK basically just escaping onto the land in the Lake District, I think it was Kinder Scout, and just basically being like, we want to be able to walk here. And yeah, that was back in 1932, and now we've got footpaths crisscrossing the countryside everywhere, and it's so nice because it means I can do things like this without having to go to, you know, a nature reserve or go across people's private land, although we very nearly did do that earlier today anyway, and stuff. So look up the mass trespass of 1932, educate yourself, and then be very thankful like I am. This is the 3-peak route marker, 3-peak, looking great, that I was supposed to do a few weeks ago. It was cancelled because of Storm Eunice. And the day of the race, actually, it was really nice weather, but the day before there were literally like 80-mile-an-hour winds. The rain was hammering down, and as you've seen on this route, all the route has been like scattered with trees that have blown down in the storm, so it wouldn't have been safe to do. But I'm really sad because that means I've still, oh my god, still not done Do you nearly fall over as well? It's like a bog here. Still not done the Three Peaks route here in Bristol, so I'm gonna have to do it by myself. It's 27 or nearly 27 kilometers of hills that we're currently going over, and I will have to do it next year, or maybe by myself at some point. I think it'll be lovely. But yeah, this is that route. Not bad. That is Valley Lake down there. You'll be able to see it a lot better from the top. And that is Bristol. Ashton Courtways, Clifton Suspension Bridge. Oh yeah, the Wales Bridge all the way at the back. Hengrove Park, where I do my track sprints down there. Looking grimy as always.
The mound?
The mounds is the kind of, well, it should be green, but it's kind of brown at the moment. Route there. Some wind turbines. We live somewhere down there. Yeah. Yay, Bristol. So we finally reaped the rewards of all that uphill climbing. Oh, do you want to go down there?
Does that go down or up? It goes up.
Oh yeah, that's the route to Maze Knoll. So I usually come up there, out that bit there. Horrible, horrible hill. Then you go along here. You guys, if you've watched this before, you may recognise out there, and then Maze Knoll, which the highest point around here is just up there. But we've missed it out because we're pathetic. Three Peaks is one of the Three Peaks. And instead, we get to go all the way down here. Horrible fly tippers. I hate fly tipping, it makes me so angry. But yeah, we get this nice long stretch of downhill road, which at this point in the run I could really do with. We made it back, just over 15 kilometers done. Really enjoyed that. It was Fiann's first long run in, well, he thinks it's over a year? Yeah, over a year. He did the Maverick race, which was 12 kilometers quite recently. But yeah, it's his first long run in a while, so it's nice to explore with someone else and get someone else lost as well as myself. But yeah, that's it for this week. Got plenty more stuff coming up, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye.